Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the originals. This is episode 10. We're in double figures. It's crazy. We're going so fast with this and the Vampire Diaries and Lucifer that's recently been put on the channel, as well as Shadow and Bone that's still going on. We've got loads of content coming, so if you're enjoying it, please stick around. You know, it's loads of good stuff coming in the future. And as well, right now we have exciting stuff on the channel. To recap the last episode of the originals, it was crazy, wasn't it? I really loved the scene with KLAUS and Marcel. They're getting close together. KLAUS got to him. You know, he said to him, look, I never wanted to take you down. I want you to be on my side. We can rule. Let's rule together as brothers, as equals. I was like, get in there, mate. That's what I want. Fucking imagine KLAUS and Marcel as one team going around, literally dominating New Orleans. That is what I'd like to see. You know, Marcel, what an introduction he has had. You know, we've had We've already been introduced to the originals in the Vampire Diaries, and we've had 2 seasons of them, and we know what they've got to offer, and we know that is the reason why we're here watching this series, because these guys brought the love towards the show, and now we've come in and he's been introduced, and you know what? He stood his own ground. He has literally become part of the team, part of the cast, and somebody that I definitely do not want to leave. I want him to be part of it from the start to the finish. What a fantastic guy. His face, he was smiling when KLAUS said it as well. He had a little beard and he's like, chin chin mate, fucking dead right, I'm going to be on your team. So I can't wait. You know, Marcel's got all the powers that he had before KLAUS turned up. Still running New Orleans. He's still in charge of the vampires. You know, they got a lock on the witches, which we haven't seen for ages. We've not even seen Sophie Devereaux for ages, have we? Literally, ever since Agnes started, yeah. We've not even seen one thing about them. We had the flashback of Davina showing us why she's in the situation that she was in, which was pretty brutal, and why she's locked in the attic because Marcel saved her. But he used to date Sophie Devereaux, which is interesting. And did she not make a plan or a vow as well that she was going to do everything she could to you know, get her family back, get her sister's daughter back? And then we've not seen it from there, so that's interesting. Maybe we're going to get that in this episode. But what we got in the last episode was the humans. You know, as KLAUS is now in charge, and Marcel thought he'd introduce him to Father and the council, so to speak. I can't remember what they called. Are they called the faction or the council? I'm not too sure. But anyway, they was there. And do you know what, right? They was literally talking down to KLAUS. They was threatening him. They were saying that they're the alphas and he better not cross the humans. Well, obviously, you know, we know what how KLAUS reacts to threats. Even if it's off his own family, you know, he's going to go after you. So they said, look, as long as you fill our pockets with money, we'll look the other way, but make no mistake, you know, if you cross us, we're coming after you. That is pretty much what they said to him. KLAUS pretty much laughed in the face, mate, and said, you're going to take the scraps that I give you, and if you don't accept that, then you're going to outlive your stay, and I'll come and kill you, mate. So, what happened, mate? The humans rang him, done the alpha move, you know, they took the first step. They said, look, we considered your offer, and, well, we reject it, mate. Boom, 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 mate. All the buildings just blowing up, shooting it. Set people on fire, shot Marcel, shot KLAUS. You know, obviously they can't die. What happened? They retaliated just as we would like to see, mate. They went in, absolutely killed them all, left the father, you know, left the priest, whatever his name is. He's decent, to be honest. I actually like him. Cammy's Cammy's uncle? He's a nice guy, you know. Even he said to KLAUS in the end, you know, I want you to get her to leave New Orleans. You know, she's in deep and she don't deserve to be stuck in this mess. Well, KLAUS went to do that. He went to compel her to forget. You know, she was there. She figured it out. You know, she's been recording him. She's been leaving notes for herself. She's smart. She's actually very smart. And she figured out that the vampires and KLAUS is doing something to her. She thinks it's mind control. Obviously, he's shown her. She said, show me who you are. So he did. He went inside her head, showing her, give her some visions of him when he was, you know, when he transitioned into his werewolf side and all this stuff, and how Elijah was working with his dad to tie him up on the cross, which was brutal. And instead of her being shocked and scared from that side that she can see with this new information, her instant reaction was, oh my god, you know, nobody should be treated like that. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. You know, instead of her being scared, she was more like considerate and compassionate to him. Well, KLAUS still went through with it. He told her to forget him, forget everybody here, and leave. Well, as she was about to leave, who was at the door? Davina. You know, she found out that Agnes is dead, and why is she being kept, you know, still in the house when the living elder, the only one, is dead, and she should be free now. So she's fuming with them. I don't know if she's going to try and work against them, trying to attack them, but she left. She went and found Cammy. She was saying she needs help. Well, Cammy couldn't remember who she was. She was like, mate, who are you? Like, do we even know you? And Davina was like, well, I'll give you your memories back. It's going to hurt, but let's go for it. put her hand out, camera started screaming, and then the episode ended, and that's where we currently are. So it's well exciting, you know. I literally, I'm so pumped for this show. It's one of the first shows in a long time, apart from the Vampire Diaries written season 1. You know, we've not watched anything else since then, so it has been about 3 months, to be honest, that I've got actually fully excited to watch every single episode. So I can't wait to jump into today. So if you do enjoy it, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Centuries, people have come to New Orleans looking for a fresh start. Young society women imported from France with the promise of marrying a proper New Orleans gentleman. Combien de temps avant que nous arrivons chez les
Rebecca? I know it.
They're little lambs.
Well,
Girls have got
interesting.
to stick together. Now, is there anything you want to take with you?
They got their dresses. What an interesting opening.
The Casket Girls legend lives on.
Oh, and she was
It's
there.
a yearly reminder of how women can be oppressed by selfish men.
Oh God, it hurts! You've been at this all night. I don't understand what's happening to me. I don't understand any of this.
But you will. When I'm done, you will understand all of it.
I want to remember everything.
Do you know what, right? Good makeup. She made her look like she was absolutely sweating her back out there, didn't she? Pretty much like me. Got some mini heat wave going on here. But honestly, that was good. It's good makeup. I do love it. Like when Elijah was on the bed and he looked like he was actually, you know, dying. All his head was dripping, wasn't it? So I like it.
Would you like some help?
You might need to use all your vampire strength. I know, freaky werewolf birthmark covered.
Well, I don't suspect any of the riffraff here would dare lay a hand on you.
All knocked up and nowhere to go.
If you wanted to attend the festivities tonight, I'd be more than willing to take you.
You and Klaus are barely on speaking terms. Let's not rock the boat. Elijah, do you mind?
How is a woman supposed to do that on her own? I just don't understand it.
Hideous.
Talking about the clothes or something else?
Why, feeling insecure?
Becca.
Don't. You and Klaus are best friends again. You've relinquished your right to touch me. I wonder who that could be.
Seems our little bird has flown the coop.
Start to feel it like a weight lifting. I promise as soon as the world stops hunting me, I will find the daylight ring spell.
I know.
I found a picture of Klaus and Marcel from 1919. Klaus compelled me to go out with Marcel before he told me to forget.
Let's take you back more.
Oh, she can do visions as well. I didn't know witches could do it.
Your brother was ill. You have no reason to stay.
Yeah, she looks well good, doesn't she?
She wouldn't just leave. She knows the witches want her back.
The violin is missing.
She lied to my face so she could stay up there thinking that you'd help her control her magic.
Can I suggest you take a step back?
Look at his calmness. I love it.
I can assure you I have absolutely no desire to see that child come into harm's way.
Fled, what's to stop her from destroying us? In fact, destroying all we've worked for. If she's not a friend to this family, then she is our enemy. Lucky for you, I know how to get her back.
If he perceives a threat, he can become quite ruthless.
I was going to say
Not
that.
bode well for Davina.
I'm not gonna let anybody lay a finger on her.
Nor will I.
So we've got the first situation where they rule together as equals, but who takes the alpha decision? You know, if they both got one, Klaus, if he says she's an enemy, Marcel says not, she's an ally, and then what side do we sway? Who's going to have the most power? Plus Elijah is on Marcel's side, so technically they should sway towards him. But you'll see that they don't have, they're not equal and they don't rule together, because what Klaus wants, Klaus gets at the end of the day. But I don't think that he's going to take Davina out anyway, but just in situations.
So the witch is missing, huh?
Walked right out the front door, apparently. Know anything about it?
Did tell her that the witch elders were dead.
So you are the reason she's run off. Well, I've never been a fan of the boys' club. Just wait, Elijah will join them and the 3 of them will be impossible. Lied to by Marcel, manipulated by Elijah, threatened by Klaus. Just like a modern-day casket girl.
Are you talking about Davina or yourself?
Either way, us girls have got to stick together.
Oh, we've got Soulfish, is it?
Sorry to interrupt.
I thought you'd have taken the hint.
While you've been drowning your sorrows by nailing everything that walks, I've been doing my tours. Marcel's daywalkers are scouring the whole town, looking for a girl.
Davina's not with Marcel. He won't know if we're practicing magic. And if we can actually get her back and fix everything.
I got this from my family's old house. Feel like a locator spell.
Right, they just said that if she's escaped, they can go and get her. But have we not been told consistently that the one living elder, like, they have to... Even Sophie said that, did she not say? When she asked Elijah not to kill her, they need that one elder so they can keep the magic. So how can he undo it if she's dead? You know, is there another elder knocking about that she's been lying, been holding in? Because even she said that she was the last living elder, and that's the reason why she's got up and bounced, because she thinks she's safe now.
You need the vervain in your system so you can't be compelled again.
She can feel the magic.
Someone's practicing magic. They're trying to find me.
Then we have to run.
Oh, she needs to go back to KLAUS, literally.
The witches, Marcel, Klaus.
My uncle will know what to do.
He knows. He knows everything.
Here we go. I wonder how she's going to react to this.
He would have told me if he knew the witches put heads on my brother. Oh my god.
Hey, you guys seriously need to go.
Put your number in Cammy's phone. Most of the quarter's shut down right now. We'll have to walk. Promise he'll meet us as soon as it gets dark out.
Don't worry about me.
Do you know what, right? I've never even asked this question, ever. I know that they get burnt from the sun, but if he slapped some gloves on, yeah, and put a cap on and his hood up, yeah, could he not walk around outside? Because technically, it's the sun that burns him. I mean, there's easy ways of preventing it. You can walk around with an umbrella, can you not? Just pop that up, you know, sun's not shining on you, you got your gloves on, and yeah, you just jet about, you know, because it's not the day that obviously affects him, because he's inside. They can walk around like in these environments. It's just, I'm guessing, the rays of the sun, but there's ways to prevent it. I've never asked that before. It might be absolutely ridiculous question, but just thought I'd throw it out there. You guys probably, well, you guys are very intelligent. You always tell me when I'm wrong, so yeah, I'd be interested to know.
Just give me 2 minutes. It's my gynecologist.
What the hell do you want?
I know you don't trust me. Davina's on the loose. I need something from you so that the witches can complete the harvest. You'll help me because if we don't complete the harvest, our access to magic will fade for good. You're from the Crescent Wolf bloodline. Marcel forced a witch to curse them. My bloodline executed that curse. I need to consecrate the remains of a powerful witch. Her name is Celeste Dubois. Story goes that when she died, he buried her in a secret spot.
Just not going to be happy if she's using him. Do you know what? I know I keep pausing. Elijah, for one, Elijah's not going to be happy if she uses him. Two, right? The witches actually really annoy me in this programme. Not in the Vampire Diaries, I love the witches, I love Bonnie. But in this one, they actually really peck my head.
There's people everywhere.
Just keep walking, no one knows it's you.
Cammy should have hit her face.
We have to get off the street.
Kieran's gonna call me first if he hears anything. I was just telling Elijah how we're wasting time.
Who doesn't love a street fair?
Come to help us find our stray?
We can't let your secret weapon get in the wrong hands, can we?
We're moments away from retrieving her.
Clearly you have some diabolical machination. What is it?
I have a word.
He's got a plan, mate.
Hello?
Joshua, my most disappointing minion.
Guess what? I just moved to Turkey. Weirdly, they don't eat turkey here. Go figure.
That you're likely still in town and in the company of a friend.
Nope, no witches here.
Are you really gonna leave Davina's fiddler soulmate alone with me? Really do hope she comes home soon.
Josh is quite funny, actually. I don't want him to die.
How long do we have to wait?
Give it a few minutes, then I'll check to see if the coast is clear.
I didn't want to tell you, but I know Klaus. If Davina doesn't show up, he'll kill Tim.
I have to go.
Davina, wait.
I can't let Tim die.
Check this. Wow. Oh, fucking naughty that. I'd rather him not have the squiggly screens, but, you know, that is actually sick. I did like it. That was well good.
Just grabbing some clothes. Give me 2 minutes.
This is a long 2
Celeste
minutes.
entrances me. She is perfection. In death, I would bury her far from the mayhem of witches.
So sorry, Elijah.
Hey, it's just me. Don't, melt me. Are you sure that you really want to mess with, baddest dude in all of history?
He messed with me when he took Tim. I have so much power. I've never felt anything like it before.
If you kill them, then...
What?
If you're gonna do it,
Oh, I didn't say it.
don't hold back.
Interesting, that, innit?
Not telling Davina that she kills Klaus, you die too. Very noble. A very unnecessary end to an already tragic story. Perhaps you'd like to help me help her.
Are the maudlin theatrics absolutely necessary?
Timothy, play something a little more upbeat, please.
When Davina gets here, you two need to let me do the talking.
Silence is Golden, Timothy, thank you.
You got me here, now let him down.
Well, first we have to have a little chat.
I can make it right.
By threatening my friend?
Actually, that was my idea. Always get results.
You're afraid everyone can see what you really are. A beast. Show us your real face. That's enough of you. You call yourself the noble one, but you're a killer. For 1,000 years, you fed on innocent blood. Why don't you choke on it?
Ah, I'm loving this. Ah, that's well good.
I trusted you. You don't care about me.
I care. I took you in like you were my own blood.
Don't tell me you were falling for that.
That was good. I like it. I know none of them are dead, but it doesn't mean that you can't appreciate a good death, even though they're coming back. What she done? Right, we never actually see KLAUS do it. Transition into his wolf side. He actually does he hate it? I think he likes the fact that he's a hybrid, that he's got that side, but I don't think he actually wants to be the wolf. He loves being the vampire. I'd love to see him transition into the full wolf, like we see in HAYLEY's and Tyler. He's transitioned into the wolf, and his cousin, you know, we've seen him as well. And we've not seen KLAUS turn into it. I think he looks absolutely sick as a wolf, and they don't show it enough. And I mean, it was good that she killed him, snapped his neck, and then she went after Elijah. Loved the fact that she said choking it, and then he was spitting blood all over. That was a great scene as well. And then obviously with the Marcel bit there, I truly believe Marcel actually does care for her, no matter what anybody said. And you know what, right? As Elijah lied to her as well, I don't think he has, to be honest. Like, he does. He is a noble one, and he does mean what he says, and I don't think that he's actually done anything personally himself. And yeah, okay, that Timothy is up on that porch there playing his violin, but as KLAUS said, he owns up to it. He was like, yeah, that wasn't Marcel, that was me. I've been known to go too far, you know, but I do get results. It's KLAUS again. So, like, Elijah and Marcel, to me, have done nothing wrong. Whatever they've told her in the past, I actually believe both of them meant everything that they said. I understand why she's reacting. I would too. I'd be pissed off, you know, so I'm not blaming her, and I like it as well. She looks absolutely dominant this episode. When she got them witches up and then snapped all the necks and then come in, killed KLAUS and then choked him, and then Officer Rebecca's come in. Us girls have got to stick together. That's her motto this episode.
Now, before you turn on me, I have a surprise for you.
Josh, what are you doing? Get out of here.
If I were KLAUS, I would rip Josh's head from his neck. But hurting people is such a boyish thing to do. I'm certainly not my brother.
Okay, Timothy, you can come down. No one's gonna hurt you.
Davina, did you do all that?
You would be saying that, wouldn't you?
Thanks for everything. Why are you doing this?
It's to me that you're the one holding all the cards. Just proven that you can trust me. Now I'd like to show you one more thing.
Told you everything that I found.
They're all just trees now.
You want to be the all-powerful witch? Keep looking.
Innit? Is she expecting HAYLEY to be some sort of tree whisperer? You know what I mean? Not know the exact location.
You think my brother Nick is awful? Marcel learned from the best. Most of what these poor souls did is no worse than what Josh did. KLAUS tricked him into breaking one of Marcel's rules. Marcel knows this, and yet he keeps Thierry locked in here. You need to know who you're dealing with.
You're gonna be all right. Drink something.
Maybe together we can get a little payback.
You made me do it.
Oh, she's just drank it.
Drink.
KLAUS, poison the water.
Tim?
Oh, loving the twist and turn. Oh, I'm loving the twist and turns. Even when he's down and out, he's still what? He's plan C. Told you, mate. The guy's got from plan A to Z. Literally, one fails, he's got a next one. Can I just say, why is Rebecca so... Annoying's not the word. She's not actually annoying. I really like Rebecca in the Vampire Diaries. In this one, she's so, like, against the whole family. I understand that she might dislike the stuff that she's doing, but she's not Team Michelson, is she, mate? She's literally Team Rebecca and everyone else. Like, literally, it kind of annoys me a little bit, you know. I get disappointed when I see her working against the family. Like, I just want everyone to be together as one, and like, she's on the other side just going against everybody. I'm just like, why, Rebecca? Please come back on my side.
Are you all right?
Oh, she's gonna be mad at him.
Did you eat today?
Yeah, or I got mystically cold-cocked by 4 witches. Vampires? Witches? My brother, your nephew, hexed by a witch.
There's a lot you don't understand.
You hid the truth from me.
I was protecting you.
Get the hell away from me. You are every bit as bad as the other monsters in the city.
No, I disagree.
Well, isn't this monumentally awkward?
I'm with Davina, and she is dying because of your treachery. Just tell me how to cure her. Vampire blood isn't working.
Just a matter of time for her.
For both of them, you diabolical bastard.
Davina sealed her fate when she stood against me. This was her choice.
Oh, he's savage, isn't he? He's absolutely savage. She's not dying, Davina.
stench of your judgment is overwhelming. Need I remind you that Davina just bested the lot of us?
Compelled that boy to poison Davina without consulting Marcel or myself.
I had to make an alliance with your brother, who I don't even like. Got a call from Kieran earlier, right after Sabine and some witches almost got their hands on Davina first. Let me guess, protection spell?
You think I let a day where witches can do magic pass by without one?
Broke one of my rules, Sabine. Immediate reunion with your dearly departed friends. Or you can do that same spell for a young witch friend of mine.
I suppose I should be proud.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had a fail-safe.
Davina is Marcel's family, Niklas. Or did that somehow slip your mind as you tried to take her life? You will call Rebecca. You'll tell her that Davina will recover.
Do like how Elijah bosses him around all the time.
Tim, wake up! Tim, please wake up!
Oh, do you reckon she's coming back with her absolute savage vengeance?
She's devastated and exhausted.
I got her.
It was pretty brutal killing that Timothy, wasn't it? Literally.
For every casket girl that was saved, countless others were not.
You must never surrender the fight to reclaim that trust. Drawings, what are they?
So they're different than what she draws when she senses magic.
And some women, well, let's just say their oppressors had better watch out.
Surprised to see me? After all, you did compel me to leave town. Chalk went up for decompulsion. Hurts like hell, but it's worth it. If you hurt Davina or Josh in any way, I'll expose you to the world. Have a nice night.
For 1,000 years, my brother has taken what he wants in whatever way he wants, regardless of the consequences. The two of them stand side by side, ruling this city whilst you're left in here to rot. I want you to help me take New Orleans right out from under all of their noses. And I have something they won't see coming. Someone on the inside.
Oh, who's she talking about? It's not her. That's oh, Cammy.
How was your day?
Backstabbing him.
What's with the artwork?
They represent some kind of premonition. They seem to suggest something's coming.
Oh, it's his girlfriend's face.
Oh my god. Isn't that...
Hello, Celeste.
Oh, have you done, HAYLEY?
Pick up.
It's going to wrap up today's episode. Now, I kind of like how Cammy threatened KLAUS at the end there. I mean, I'm all for killing people, me. Like, literally, I would have just loved him if he just fucking killed her then. I mean, obviously, I don't want her out of the series. I just, like, love instant reactions. And, you know, like, when someone threatens you, it's like, boom, mate, get killed. But I don't want her to leave anyway. Like, but it just would have been good. It would have fit the situation perfect. But the fact is, can he not just compel her again? Like, is this what Davina's done to them when she takes the compulsion off them? Is it done forever? Like, oh, she's drinking for vein, isn't she? So maybe not. Yeah, I've just answered my own question. But I'd just do the same, me. I would drain her of a vein again, and I would compel her to forget if I was KLAUS. Because if she's threatening me, you know, you got to retaliate in a way. And if you care for her like he does, then he doesn't want to hurt her. So the best way to do it is obviously, like, drain her of it and then just forget again. But yeah, she's threatening him to expose, I guess, the vampires and the wolves to the general public, which obviously is not going to go down well. It's not just a war against KLAUS. If that happens, it's a war against everyone, which is not going to be good for her, you know. He's already told her uncle that if she's just going to keep digging and digging and digging, she's going to die. And that is true, you know. If she's going to keep digging into the vampires and she's threatening them, yeah, to expose them, then it's not going to go down well for her. Like I said previously with Rebecca, I really like Rebecca. I actually do, but I don't know if I like the fact that she's going against her own family, you know. I'm not saying she doesn't have justified reasons for it either, you know, she does, but it's just me as a person, as myself, I just don't like how, like, she's going out against everything that KLAUS wants to do, Marcel wants to do, Elijah, you know. She just said that in the end there to Thierry down at the bottom that she wants him to help her take New Orleans away from them three, and she wants it. I mean, she's probably got a different reason why she wants it. She doesn't want to terrorize everyone the way KLAUS and Marcel and Elijah probably would, but she said she's got someone working on you inside that, like, they would never expect. So I'm trying to think, like, surely she's not talking about Davina or Cammy, because if she is, then they kind of, you know, they kind of know it. Like, Davina, they know that she's been trying to work against him a little bit. She's come in and absolutely killed them in this episode. And then they know Cammy's obviously her sitch, because she's just stood up to KLAUS there, and he's compelled her like twice or three times, and it's still not worked. She's still come back. So it's not going to be one of those. It must be a new character. Is it the Celeste that's in the floor? We don't know. But then Elijah's figured that together. So it's interesting. I did mention at the start, you know, we hadn't seen nothing between Sophie Devereaux from the fact that Agnes died. And then, boom, what do you know? Stories like restarted again in this episode, and they're digging her up, and apparently the harvest can still go on. You know, we thought that it couldn't. We was told that the only last living elder could do it, and then if she died, the witches would lose the powers and Davina would be safe. Well, turns out they've got a plan B. You know, they're in last stand final, trying to get that last revive. You know, they've gone out. They can find Celeste, they can use her to possibly complete the harvest, and Davina is not actually safe, is she? Because the witches are practicing magic now, and they're trying to locate her, they're trying to find her. And it's interesting because they've pulled HAYLEY into this situation, you know. They kind of threatened her, but not threatened her. They've literally said, like, you know, if we go, your family goes, what are you going to do about it? You know, you've got a choice. You can either stand and let your family die. I know you don't know them, but all your life, as we've found out, that she's had nobody, and that's what she wants to do. She wants to find them. She was in the Vampire Diaries to start off, and the whole reason to find out what happened to her parents, wasn't she? That's why she's working with Shane, and then we transitioned over here. Obviously, she's in it because she's pregnant with Klaus's child, but she's still digging to find the root of her family. They found the werewolves in the forest, and do you know what, right? Trying to think about it, her family... Is she anything to do with KLAUS? Because her family's not the one that woman gave him the book to, but we have found that there's a new vampire type, not vampire type, werewolves that have come because they all want to see this baby. But we've obviously found from Elijah in the last episode that they had an echo on, and half of KLAUS's other half family is possibly them. And I wonder where HAYLEY's are. I wonder if, like, I don't know, it'd be random if they related as well and obviously got a kid together. That'd be absolutely mental. But, you know, unless we've got, like, this one here who's feeding HAYLEY information, and then we've got KLAUS's one that's appeared here as part of his half family, and then we've got HAYLEY's here, another one, and it's like 3 groups of wolves that have been drawn in just because of this baby. That would be good. And we've not actually seen any of the wolves, have we? We've seen one wolf, and that was when HAYLEY was stood in the near the swimming pool, and she was looking over the fence, and one was in a tree, and he was staring at her, and I said that, wouldn't that be good if that was her dad, you know, attracted to her, because he could sense that she was having a baby. I think that would be really good, and we haven't actually seen any more of the wolf in their form. We did see them getting attacked last episode by Marcel's gang and that, but then that's all we've seen. HAYLEY, looks like she's pretty gutted that she gave Sophie that information about Elijah's old girlfriend, because she's gone out after Elijah's got the drawings from Davina. She's been scribbling, she's been doing things. Elijah's put the pieces of the puzzle together, so to speak, big picture of her. I wonder if this witch that they're gonna like ignite. He did say that she was a powerful witch, didn't he? When he was sat in the hot tub and, well, in the bath, and he was coming and he was like making jokes and he was washing her, he was saying that she was a powerful witch. So I wonder if now she's an elder, you know. Can they bring her back to life somehow and use her powers to complete the harvest? Give all the witches the powers. Is Davina going to go back on their side? Maybe Davina might go back on their side if everybody that died comes back alive, because they've completed it. But then she wouldn't want to give her powers, and she said they're getting stronger by the day, and she's confident that she could take out the vampires. And she did put up a sick fight, didn't she? She went in, she absolutely dominated KLAUS, snapped his neck, went to Elijah, choked, went to Marcel, but Rebecca was the one that finished him off. So I'm intrigued where the Rebecca situation's going, what route we're going down. Is she going to end up being back on the boys, back on the team Michelson, or is she going to be on her own little... Because this one was kind of about female power, wasn't it? This is the story that we was getting about the casket girls. Rebecca saved them at the start. Everybody was celebrating in this episode. He's having parades, and she was saying all the girls have got to stick together, and she was saying that, I think she said that the secret weapon that she's got inside is a female as well. And like I said, we'll try to go through the options there, and maybe it's someone else that we've not even been introduced to yet. So it's really interesting, and I can't wait to watch the next episode. So I'd like to thank every single person that checked out today's video and watched it till the end. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking on my video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.